I'm Nick Hnatiw, the CTO at SideChannel. The deployment of Enclave is something we really wanted to focus on and make very simple. Deployment of tools like this can get very complicated and very cumbersome very quickly. So we wanted to avoid all of that. And what it comes down to for deployment is really just an agent install. So whether it's a node or a user, you configure that as you run through it. We've built all of our binaries to be installed through MDM. If you have mobile device management or any type of configuration management system that you might be using, you can throw the binaries in there and ship them out to all of the machines that are getting installed. And it's really that simple. They'll start reporting in immediately, and you'll be able to start creating rules based off of them. Similarly to users, you just throw them on all the user devices, and users will be able to log in once the agent's deployed. Once that is done, the agent for connectivity, now the person will just have to. Let's walk through a scenario here. So we've installed the agent on a server, and we've installed the agent on all of our users. We've granted permissions to sort of our database admins, and on this database is a Postgres database here. So how does this actually work, right? How does a person connect? So once that happens, the database admin here that we have identified, they would log into the system through a similar to a VPN, client application. You'd connect. It would ask you for any of the authentication or verification mechanisms that are in place. So whether that's connected to the IAM system, whether that's connected to any type of MFA that's required, all those checks would be asked. And then once that happens, the connection would get established. A tunnel would be created from this machine directly to this machine. So that's a point-to-point tunnel. So there's no infrastructure in between there. From Enclave's perspective or SideChannel's perspective, you're not going through our cloud environment to get to that system. You are getting there as however networking and routing rules apply to those two systems wherever they exist. So that's another real key feature of the system is you're not relying on any of our infrastructure to be up or to provide quality service to those resources. We really want to take ourselves out of this and allow the communication to flow as quickly as possible between those systems. That benefits us in a number of ways, right? So you can, again, thinking about it in terms of VPN, a VPN concentrator gets overloaded very quickly, especially, COVID, I think, showed how fragile a lot of these systems are and how little bandwidth they can actually handle. So when you have a number of users going through a VPN concentrator, everyone's bandwidth degrades very quickly. Well, the way that this system is set up, that's no longer an issue, right? We're not coalescing all of the connection handling at a single place. The connection handling is just the way is how a server handles connection already. We're piggybacking off of the technology that exists inside the operating system to be able to do all of this stuff, so that connection can be as limit the lag of that connection as much as possible.